So, hey everybody, I'm Simon Solis Cohen. I recognize a lot of the other panelists and attendees here from Slack and the interweb and the Facebook groups. Nice to see everybody. So I represent kind of two companies, if you will. One is Highway 29 Creative. We're a full service direct to consumer marketing agency. We only focus on DTC. We only focus on wine. And we do pretty much a little bit of everything from websites, digital marketing, social media, things like that, branding. And then out of that, we've really sort of branched off to build marketing apps specifically and exclusively for Commerce7, where we just simply found like, hey, we have a problem that we need to solve. There doesn't seem to be any technology out there that does it, so let's just build it ourselves. And so, for instance, our first app that we built pretty much right away after Commerce7 launched their awesome app store was what we call our shopping feed app. It's a really simple, straightforward app. It's for people like us and for other I see other agencies use it, which is always the highest compliment. And basically what it does is help take all of your products that are in Commerce7 and format them into product feeds in XML, which is a file format that is required by, say, if you want to use Google Merchant Center to run Google Shopping ads, you want to use Facebook catalog so you can run ads on Facebook for specific wines. And then we just launched 2.0 about 2 weeks ago, and that now includes a Vivino feed as well and a wine searcher feed. And we're always open to new ideas of other feeds. And so that's just an example of our focus and our niche is, we're not going to just build any type of app where you're going to leave the experts like Pablo and other people to do those operation apps. We're really exclusively focused on the marketing side. And so what I want to challenge myself for this year and our team and for everyone and my fellow agencies out here is, how can we all work together to give these tools? And thanks, Michael, for all of your comments. I really like that and love this idea of working together, building apps together, and open sourcing a lot of this because we want to make the job easier for our clients, right? That's the end of the day. We're all here to help these wineries sell more wine. That's what they want to do. And so I don't have any slides or anything, but I'm just going to do some actually just live kind of Commerce7 demo, just sort of what we've been working on and where, honestly, this is more of an open invitation than anything of, hey, we would love to work with some other folks. We would love to hear wineries and specifically other agencies, what ideas they have and how can we interconnect our apps together? Because I see so many great apps out there. I know talking to Remy with Wine Pulse, and I know he'll talk soon. I've talked a little bit with Paul about Pix, all these great apps out there. And there's no reason we can't connect them all so we can leverage the great data and analytics that you're creating with our marketing functionality that we're building. And that's really where I can see the future hopefully going for all of us working together. So let me share my screen real quick. All right, so this is our app Vimbibe. And so for those who are unfamiliar with it, Vimbibe is a customer engagement app. And it's exclusively built for Commerce7. It's not integrated into WineDirect or anybody else. And basically what we're trying to do is build bespoke customer engagement solutions that are relevant to the wine industry, things that we know are pain points for our customers. One of the first things we built was texting. I'm sure we've all seen it, right? Gary Vaynerchuk, he has his winetext.com. And I was just like, damn, this is smart. Basically, he has this text message list and it's a clearinghouse, it's discounts, but they do daily deals, right? Hey, get, ridiculous price on this wine. So it really got me thinking about texting and researching it and realizing that there's such opportunity, I think, for wineries to do text messaging. There are other solutions. I'm not claiming we're the first people to revolutionize text messaging. All we simply done is take proven strategy and technologies and build it in a specific app. And the app lives inside of Commerce7. So when people use it, you don't go to vimbibe.com and log in. It's just installs, as you see here on my screen, it's just right in the marketing tab. It installs with the Vimbibe, and you can instantly, of course, have access to all your customer data. And that's what we love about working with Commerce7 and why we built it on their platform and can't really build this on WineDirect is just the fact that we can embed an app right in the platform with a simple iframe window, the fact that we can easily use APIs to access countless information, super stoked about GraphQL and all that. That came out this morning. And so basically just a quick, I have just some pre-filled stuff just to quickly show. Basically, this is your inbox here. This is our demo account, so not a real winery. But so you can it just looks like, if you're doing text message on your phone or an inbox. So you can see all your messages, you can open them, start replying back. If you want to send a new message, I have a draft here ready to go. Basically, what you can do is in the to field up here, I've already pre-filled this all just for the sake of time, but you can choose an individual customer, you can choose a club, or you could choose a tag. And to me, that's where I think the limitations are endless to work with our fellow agencies and partners, because at the end of the day, if it can be a tag, we can text them. And so this is where I think things like using that picks for, segmentation and wine pulse and apps like that are really awesome, because then that's where we can say, hey, if we know that people are, going to leave the wine club at this time, we should fire off some text messages and things like that. So really endless, as I said, customer, a specific club, or any tag. And because how amazing Commerce7 is, it just instantly live loads all of those, right? So as you start typing, it shows you the list and kind of auto completes it for you. Next, you just simply put in the name of the campaign. This is internal, just like MailChimp, just so you know. And then you can create the text. We have some simple merge fields here, first name, last name, and a link. So, hey, first name, I know you love our cabs, so we want to give you first access and 10% off. And then basically we route everything through our own internal link shortener, just so that way we're able to be able to eventually report on things like open rates, click rates, things like that. And then pretty much you would hit launch campaign, and then it tells you how many people within that group have opted in. Opting in is a really important thing. We won't get into it now, but legally, I think people get confused about this. Like with email, right? Like, let's be honest, there's a lot of wineries who just take a transaction email and then use that as a reason to send a mass marketing email. And people can unsubscribe, and there are spam laws, but it's unfortunately, I think wineries don't take it as seriously. With texting, you legally cannot, in the United States of America, text someone unless they consent. And consenting to be on your email is not good enough. They have to consent to get a text message. And I've had customers really get pissed off at me. I have their phone number. Why can't I text them? It's against the law. You would literally get fined thousands of dollars per text message. And we never want to build an app that we know is violating federal law. Just like, we don't want to let minors buy wine. Federal law, same idea. And so where I think the room for this work together is around this new automation feature that we're building. We've released just a few automations, and as you can see, we have a lot more coming. And this, I think, is really great, and especially paired with Commerce7's new email campaigns as well. It really is opening up automation based on smart data, segmentation, and engaging customers to take direct action and to buy wine. So you can see here some automations we filled in for this account. We have different types, categories you can choose from, and then there's individual triggers. We're working on adding delays, right? So 1 hour before, 1 hour after, things like that. And then right now, the only action is send a text. Eventually, there'll be a little bit of email integration and hopefully some other actions too. But for right now, texting is our big focus. So a quick look at how it works. Pretty much add a new automation. You can choose that type, right? So let's go with shipping. Choose the trigger. And so we're going to say an order shipped. Select action right now. Just send a text is the only one. So we could say, hey, first name, your wine has shipped via carrier. That's just data coming out of Commerce7 with tracking and then tracking number. Right, and I won't keep going. You guys get the idea. But basically, the idea is that if there's data in Commerce7 or data in your apps, we'd love to work with you guys so we can create some webhooks that we can all share, create these data points, and start sending these types of triggers. So you can find me in Slack. Everyone sees me there. Send us questions. We're still just fine-tuning some of the base level of this code. But we're really excited to see what ideas you have and how we can really integrate these things together. So that's really focused on this idea. I think that Michael did a great job of talking about of working together. For the interest of times, I know we're running tight. I'm just going to cut right to things that we wish Commerce7 would work on. I think overall they're amazingly responsive. I think that, like, for instance, on Tuesday when we were building this club automation, we're like, oh crap, we're missing these 2 objects. The next day, Andrew's like, here it is, guys, done. And so I just never seen that level of responsiveness from any of their competitors. Just the fact that we have a private Slack channel, can get access to them, can get simple things like that added. It would take any other company months, right? You have to like go through 1,000 people. And we just love being able to get instant results so we can keep building. Things that we'd love to see is just continuing to add more webhooks and more objects. The more, the better. I said there's tons out there. That GraphQL really excites us. So hopefully there's gonna be more opportunities. But we really wanna be able to dissect every part of that customer journey, whether it's online, in the tasting room, and be able to send actions based on that. In terms of non-texting related things, we do a lot of website design as well, echoing what Michael and Peter talked about. We're big WordPress lovers as well. It rocks. We are big fans of ACF, Advanced Custom Fields, for people who don't speak WordPress. And for us, we can easily build templates and really make it easy for customers to easily edit those web pages as much as they want, add new pages with predefined and designed blocks. One place, based on the point Mike was making a little bit earlier, but I'll take a step further, is we'd love to see those blocks that you have for email back here in the metadata. I know I've mentioned this once to Andrew before. This is a look at the back end. We have our own WordPress template we built called Jonathan James Vineyard. You can find a link to it on the template section of Commerce7's website. This is how complex it ends up being for the user, because we believe in really rich product pages. A lot of product pages in this industry are, to be honest, incredibly boring. It's a bottle shot, a tasting note, and a buy button. You've done nothing to convince me. Like, everyone's wine tastes like strawberries and blueberries. Like, that's not unique. We really want to help people create engaging content, photo, video, copy, recipes, things like that. That's what we believe can really make an impact on helping people stand out and sell wine. And so for us, in order to get all that content, we've had to build all this custom metadata. So for instance, like if you have a photo here, you have to put the photo, upload it into WordPress, then you have to come here, you have to paste in the link, and then it puts it here. Then we have all of these blocks. You have to fill in the ones that are applicable, leave the ones that are not applicable. If you want to have downloadable tasting notes, we have to upload those files into WordPress, and then we have to copy the links to the PDFs, put it here. Video, we have to find the link out of Vimeo or YouTube, customize the controls to hide them, things like that. So being able just to have more flexibility back here and to have those let developers like us build our own content blocks that we can predefine and then put here, I think will add so much flexibility, because on WordPress you have that, but the product page, because that data is coming from Commerce7, they just don't have that type of flexibility. And then on that point is just the file hosting. Being able to have you guys host more files, images, things like that would be helpful. And then my final point would be, I know currently right now, Commerce7 makes it that you have to have an email address for a customer profile to exist. If you don't have an email address, you can't make a profile. And an email is enough. You don't need any other data. You don't need names. We, being focused on text messaging, would love to see a phone number be good enough as well. And we'd love just a phone number to be enough to create a customer profile. So it could be phone or email, and not phone and email. I think that would give us a lot more flexibility in allowing people to sign up and opt in for text messages, because when they opt in, if we don't know the phone number they're texting from, we then search Commerce7, see if there's an email associated with that phone. And if there's not, we reply back and ask for their email. So we can either then connect the phone number to the email, or then get their email and create a new profile for them. But if they don't respond and give us that email, we can't create a new profile for them. So having that phone number be good enough for the profile, I think would be pretty game changing. So thanks everyone for your time, and reach out to me on Slack if you want to collaborate.